Hey, hey, family. Got something for you. Sorry I was gone so long. There you go. Give them a whiff. Oh, they smell so good. I'll smell them for you. Yes, I know. I took a little break. I'm back though. I'm going to try to drop a few more videos before the end of this year. But happy winter solstice to you and your family and whatever holidays you celebrate. Happy, happy, joy, joy. About to be winter in a couple days. The official Holy Megillah talks about this time. It calls it a time out of time. And it also, the time out of time, symbolizes the blessed day of play. And that blessed day of play is the goal. So that's where you want to reach. You want to get there to that blessed day of play. I'm trying to talk to y'all with these roses in my hand, but they smell so good. I found myself taking nice, healthy, deep breaths. So much has transpired in this year. I wanted to take you guys real quick to the Holy Megillah and read to you a little bit about Yeshua and roses, because his grandmother's name was Rose and her mother's name was Sharon. So that's what I'm about to do. We're about to read about the Rose of Sharon. And that's what my channel is all about. Sharon is a Karen. But it says, Yeshua's grandmother Rose also taught him, yea, Rose taught him the healing powers of herbs and flowers and of trees and their oils, just as her mother Sharon, the prophetess, had taught her. Listen, the prophetess had taught her that the scent of the cedar has healing properties, even as do the oils and waters of herbs and flowers. In the garden of the Mother Temple, Rose taught Yeshua of the king and queen of the healing oils, jasmine and rose. And she taught him to soak petals and use the water in diverse ways. Yeshua said, it takes so many roses to make much oil, but not so many rose petals to make rose water. Therefore, I prefer rose water to the oil, though both have their place in the pouch of the healer. Wherefore it was said of Yeshua, his compassion extends even to the roses. And it is also said of Yeshua, the roses love him and do him service. We get into the story of the three wise Magi. That's how it says it in the Nasarean Bible. And in this story, one of the Magi is a woman. Don't act like you don't know. But anyway, it's a beautiful story. And it's kind of different than in the King James. So we're going to jump over to the King James real quick just to read a little bit about. All right, so this is the King James Bible, Matthew chapter 2. It's called Wise Men in here. And I told you, Holy Megillah version is different, but I'm going to read this just for the sake of anyone who may not have ever read it in the King James Version. So here we go. Now, when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and we are come to worship him. When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And then he gathered all his chief priests and scribes and the people together, and he demanded of them where Christ should be born. And they said unto him, in Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, and thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. Then Herod, when he had privately called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, Go and search diligently for the child, and when ye have found him, bring me word again, that I may come and worship him also. When they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented him gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. All right. So it keeps going, but I'm just going to go over to the Holy Megillah now, because this is chapter 7, the Holy Godspell. Chapter 7, this is the New Testament of the Nazarean Bible of the Essene way. This is the Holy Megillah. So here we go, the story of the three wise Magi. Behold, when Yeshua was born in Bethlehem, three wise Magi from Persia came to worship him. They were star watchers, master astrologers of the Zoroastrians. And they had seen the messianic star and knew that the Messiah was born. For, lo, though they were Zoroastrian, they were also white wizards and studied all religions in pursuit of wisdom. 7 years before the holy birth, they had obtained a copy of the Holy Megillah, having befriended David of Alexandria when he traveled in their land. Having studied the Megillah, they came to believe that the Nasarean religion is the most ancient and pure path of light. In a dream, they were told to journey to the land of the Jews, which was occupied by the Roman army, and to watch for a certain star. That star would be the messianic star of 6 points. Yea, and they were to follow that star to the holy babe. And they had purified themselves for the journey, eating no flesh since meeting with David. And now they had come to Jerusalem to search for the holy babe. Lo, one night in Jerusalem, an unusual star appeared in the distance. Behold, the star was of 6 points, and at the center of the star was a red cross. It was much larger than any other star, being the size of 3 stars, wherefore the cross could be seen. And the giant star seemed nearer than other stars. Awake and outdoors that night were guards of Herod keeping watch. The three wise Magi approached the guard, saying, Behold that giant star with the cross. It is the messianic star. Beneath that star the Messiah is born. He is the true king of this world. Lo, we three have come from Persia to worship him. Tell us, what town lies beneath that giant star, for we must go there. But behold, none of the 3 guards could see the star. One guard replied, The town where you point is Bethlehem, which is not far. But lo, I see no giant star. Another of the 3 guards thought the 3 Persians to be crazy. But the chief of the guards thought the 3 Persians were mocking him, since there was no giant star where they pointed. This guard said, You will spend the night in custody, for you are either drunk or are mocking us. And so the 3 wise Magi spent the remainder of that night in custody. The next day Herod came to question them, for he had been told that the 3 travelers spoke of the birth of a great king in Bethlehem, a messianic king. Lo, this was enough to rouse the interest of Herod, since he must put down any competing claims to kingly rule in his land, for he served the occupying army of Rome, and they had executed other false messiahs and claymates to the throne. For lo, there was much messianic fever in the land, and the Aaronites hoped that a messianic king would lead a rebellion against the occupying army of Rome. For behold, the messianic prophecies of the Aaronite scriptures proclaim the coming of a very different sort of Messiah than that proclaimed by the Holy Megillah. Yea, the Aaronites looked for a Messiah of great military might, who would destroy non-Aaronites by sword and take Jerusalem, the capital, and make Jerusalem the capital of the world. And several messianic pretenders had arisen and been put to death by Herod and Rome, but not before causing trouble, wherefore Herod had the 3 Persians brought to him and questioned them. They told him, We have come to worship the Messiah, who is king of the all. We think he was born last night in Bethlehem." When King Herod heard these words, he was troubled, wherefore he sent the 3 wise ones back to their cell and asked the most scholarly of his priests, where should the Messiah be born according to the scriptures? They told him, "In Bethlehem, for it is written, and Bethlehem in the land of Judea, you are not small among the princes of Judea, for out of you shall come forth a ruler, and he shall rule my people, Yisrael." But these Persians search for a Nazarean Messiah and say he is a spiritual king, not a claimant to your throne. On many points, the Nasarean scriptures differ from ours, which is why we have made them illegal to possess. Herod replied, "I do not believe in messiahs one way or another, but if enough people believe a man to be a messiah, that can create a public disturbance. And if it gets out of hand, it can subvert the established order, even topple a king. It is best to nip such movements in the bud." Then Herod met with the Magi, telling them, "Go and search for the child, and when you have found him, tell me his exact location, for behold, I desire to come worship him." But the Magi perceived that Herod was scheming. Lo, the Magi left for Jerusalem, and behold, they saw the messianic star appear over Bethlehem, even though it was daytime. And they followed the star in the daytime. Y'all hear that? There's so many little things in this version too. So you guys want to pay attention to this story, because it has little things. It says they followed the star, for they knew that it would lead them to the holy babe. But behold, as they went on their way with their camels and donkeys loaded with supplies, they were so intent on the heavens that they did not notice the suffering of their weary beasts. Yea, they neglected to water or rest them, though it was very hot, and the beasts were thirsty and suffering. Then behold, the messianic star was hidden from their sight. Yea, in vain they searched the heavens, unable to find the star, and they were deeply troubled. Then they remembered their camels and donkeys, and how thirsty the poor beasts must be, and hurried to undo their burdens and give them a drink. Lo, by the road was a well surrounded by 7 palms. And as the Magi stooped down to draw water for their beasts, behold, the star that they had lost appeared to them, reflected in the still water. And when they saw it, they felt great joy. And they gave thanks to the Creator, who had shown mercy on them, even as they had shown mercy to their beast. Then they followed the messianic star to where it hovered directly over the grotto of the holy babe, for this star moved not like any other star, being in fact a cherub from the 7th heaven. And when they entered the grotto, they saw the baby in the arms of his mother Mary. The 3 Magi fell down and worshipped the holy babe, tears of joy streaming from their eyes. Behold, the 3 holy wizards presented the babe with gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. The first Magus spoke, saying, "My gift is gold. Behold, gold is the symbol of the true treasure of the true crown, that is, I am. Neither male nor female, but the source and crown of both is Yah, the primal being that is both true center and true circumference of all being." The second Magus was strong and mighty, and a mighty man, skilled in the martial arts. He spoke with a voice like unto the flame of justice, saying, "My gift is frankincense. Behold, frankincense is of the male spin. It is the symbol of gold of God, the divine, masculine, immanent, the sacred fire of the transcendental sun, Jade. Yea, it is the symbol of this holy babe. Burn it to illuminate truth." Then the third Magi, a woman, came forth with a gift. With voice sweet and soft, the wizardess said, "My gift is myrrh, symbol of the transcendental moon, the feminine light of receptivity, that is, fertility indeed. Myrrh is the symbol of the divine feminine immanent, the Lady Christ. For this year we will see the birth not only of the Lord Christ, but also of his eternal wife, Jannah. Let this myrrh be a reminder of she who will walk by his side." So we heard the 3 gifts. They represented the crown, the divine masculine, and the divine feminine. The gold, the frankincense, is of the male spin. Whoa. The transcendental sun is spelled S-U-N. And it says the myrrh is the symbol of the transcendental moon, the feminine light of receptivity, that is fertility indeed. Myrrh is the symbol of the divine feminine immanent, the Lady Christ. Wow. Wow, this is what I'm telling you, these details in this story, man. It ain't like just the King Jimmy, but we'll be back with part 2. And it's gonna get even more exciting, okay? So stay tuned, okay? Thanks for watching, guys.
Confidence is low, life moving fast but slow, filled with trap.